All right, guys, we're back. So basically, Lights Hope said that when the classic WoW server, if they ever created one, that this server would go down when that server goes up. So actually, do I want to just hearth out of here? Let me see where my quests are. I can hearth to Brill. No, that's fine. We don't need to hearth out. So this server, oops, but now I've got quest showing up. Alright. So they finally released now, they finally said that now they're going to have Classic WoW coming out in August 26/27. I say 26/27. It was 26. It's coming out in the like US and in London kind of time zones. And then as you roll further east across the across the globe, it starts moving to the 27th. But since they are going to be coming out with Classic WoW servers, that means this server, they've already said, I believe they've said, I'll have to double check, but this server will be shut down probably a couple days before or the day of. I probably should confirm that. But they've always said that. You know what? Let's open up the Discord for Lights Hope. And I'll just post a quick message. Because there's always a lot of people in that server. Discord, Lights Hope. Let's see announcements. Let's go general. Is this server shutting down on August 27th when Classic starts? And we should have a pretty quick. What is this client? And we should have a pretty quick response. But so what I've been doing, I hope they're. I wish they weren't going to shut down. But honestly, I looked at Nixium's. If you guys know Nixium, the YouTuber, I looked at his stream, and where am I going? Yeah, let's just get in here. I looked at Nixium's stream, and he was just saying how much he loved Classic WoW. He's in the beta. And it's funny that, big streamers can't play the private servers. And maybe they can. But they pretend like they haven't because, Blizzard will ban you. They'll get you... there'll be ramifications if you're somebody who streams a lot of content for Blizzard in maybe their retail game, and then all of a sudden they catch you, they find out that you're actually playing on a private server. They probably would... They definitely would ban your World of Warcraft account. They would just literally ban it because they don't want you playing on a private server because it's against, the terms and conditions and all that. So let's see. Look at me now with a whole 7 silver. Woohoo! I'm rich. And sorry, throat's a little bit. I just woke up a little bit congested this morning. They will ban your account. So a lot of these guys who are, Asmongold and such like that. I'm not a big fan of Asmongold. I guess he's all right. He's just kind of weird. Probably shouldn't say that because I'm pretty strange. But yeah. So they're all like doing these. They're all in the beta, right? Funny that Asmongold and Nixium get beta keys. I don't get a beta key. I played World of Warcraft ever since it first came out in November 12, 2004. I spent thousands and thousands of dollars in that game between all my character transfers and faction transfers and all that crap. But do I get a beta key? No. Because I'm not a super important influencer. Although, if they went to my YouTube and saw all the vanilla content from private servers, they probably, there's no way in hell they would get me a key. Or maybe they would. I don't know. I'm a big proponent of vanilla WoW. I love vanilla WoW. But these guys like Asmongold and Nixium and other people are in the beta servers and talking about how great it is. I also mentioned Nixium's credit last night when I was watching his stream. He said the worst part about the beta is that there aren't more people in it. That not everybody can be allowed to come in and try it. So I'm pretty certain that the beta, that the classic WoW is going to be a pretty nice version of vanilla. It's not going to be the exact same thing. In my opinion, in a lot of ways, it's improved. It's better. And Wandering Spirit. let's go ahead and hit this Wandering Spear. What's this one over here? Oh, that's the spiders. Oh, and the Lich Spellbook. I forgot about that one. I think it's going to be improved. And one of the things he was talking about was when he was playing, he's like, oh yeah, you have the better, shadows, and you have grass that moves when you move through it. He's like, so it's not just like the original WoW. And I'm like, yeah, it's not like the original. It's better than the original client because I actually prefer to have nicer shadows. I prefer to have grass that's a little bit more realistic because those gives you better immersion in the game, which is always a good thing. I don't know why you would not want to have that. And when I've watched, I don't know if you guys have ever played the private server Warmain for the Burning Crusade, but if you go into the Burning Crusade, it's kind of funny, and I wish I had not done my recording on just this window, or I could just log into the other one, and I could just alt tab and show you what it looks like while I'm recording this video. But the Burning Crusade client, it looks a lot like this, but better. It's like the models are smoother, and the world has a little nicer like smoothness to it. It's almost like it was doing more anti-aliasing, or doing multiple rendering passes or something. If you think about rendering an image in a 3D program, everything just looks a little crisper, and the edges are more rounded. But I mean, the graph of the colors seems a little bit more vibrant. That's what the classic client looks like to me. It looks like vanilla WoW, but better. Like as if they're using better anti-aliasing, or it looks a little bit. The models look they look more smooth. And in my mind, once again, I think that's a good thing. And the other thing that Tips was saying is it's just so smooth, like smooth and silky. But I've always thought the WoW, I'm in vanilla right now. On a private server, I've always thought it was silky smooth. I mean, you jump in the air and you move the camera around, it feels very smooth, right? There's a lot of people. I checked the server load right now, right? It's ridiculous. We're almost at 10,000 people on this server, which is crazy because when I was here the other day, it was like 5,000, so it's double. So that's a little bit weird, a little bit surprising, I guess. Do I have my pet? I still haven't got. Damn, I still haven't got my other pet yet. Let's just kill some mobs for some XP while I'm yakking away, right? So yeah, so to bring this back to the reason I was talking about the release date in Light's Hope is that, let's see, I gotta remember how to play my character. Oh my god. Is that they always said that if World of Warcraft released an official classic version of the game, of vanilla WoW or whatever, they would bring the server down, and I still believe they will, because I think most people that are running the server will go play. They're gonna go play classic WoW. So what I've done, what I was doing yesterday and some this morning, is I'm basically just going across my characters, because that's only a few months away, and I'm taking all the stuff that I've managed to collect, for the past I don't know how long this server's been out for, but Light's Soap used to be Elysium. I mean, it's been years since, it's literally been years that Elysium and Light's Hope have been up. So I've got all these characters on this server, and I'm just selling everything. I mean, I don't know if you guys, if you watch my channel long enough, you know that I have tons of bankers. And I'm just going through my bankers, and I'm just listing everything. Everything I have, I'm just throwing in the auction house. Because I don't need it. I mean, I've got all this ore, I've got all these gems, and I don't need any of it. Because the only characters I'm going to be playing, the only characters on this server I'm going to be playing and doing videos of is my priest, my druid, and the warlock, and none of those need ore. None of those need gems. That's not part of any of their professions. And other stuff too, just like food. I've got my body parts dealer. I call him Syrinx, and he just has eyes and heads and arms and meat and all this stuff. And I'm just selling it all. I'm like, I don't care about cooking right now. I really don't. I'm just selling it, and I'm actually. A lot of it's selling. I've made probably 30 gold just from yesterday and today, just selling stuff. I haven't even scratched the surface. I mean, I've got a banker who has just probably like 500 iron or 500 mithril, and it's just all that's going to go to the auction house. So, and the funny part, the really funny part, is none of that money. Man, I'm sitting here talking, and Shady almost got her butt kicked. Can't eat that one, huh? We've got a little alliance of Rogarama. Hopefully they're not going to attack me. Oh, they just wanted to scare me. It's one thing I've noticed for sure, is every time I run into an alliance toon, they have not attacked me. And I'm telling you right now, if you flip that, And if it was the other way around, I was alliance running a horde, the horde would attack me. I don't care what anyone says, the horde always has more PvP focused players. It just always does. But I'm just selling stuff. Like, and I can't, and the funny part, like I was saying, is I can't send any of that gold to Shady Sucks. Because she's horde. So look at this character. She's got 7 silver. So all my other characters are alliance, right? I've got 100. I'm going to have probably a couple hundred gold at least after I start. And probably more, maybe about 300 gold. On my alliance characters. But I can't send any of it to Shady Sucks. So she's just struggling, you know, along. It's funny that I can't do this quest, you know. Because there's so many people who are just running around trying to kill these things. Well, here's one. Let's get this guy before anyone else does. Just run over here and grab him. And let's finish this guy off. Ah. But yeah, if you guys, like I said, I think Cargos guides are... Like, Cargos does pretty good, you know, guides, and I watch his videos, but there's no substitute for playing your character. There's no substitute for getting in there and learning a character and playing it the way you like to play it. Because just because someone says this is the way, you know, like Cargos is like, I've talked to all these great warlocks. Well, who did he talk to? He put the names up. I don't know who any of these warlocks are. I don't play retail WoW. Why would I know them? So does that mean they're the best warlocks or that they're going to play the game the way you play the game? No, you never know. So your best bet is to read through several guides, right? And then take that knowledge and put it up in the back of your head. And then as you're playing your character, remember what you learned and apply it in a way that's best for you. You may not like doing long casts, right? You may not like doing when you're leveling, hitting corruption and hitting, you know, immolate. Even though I know corruption is going to have talent points, so they'll make it an instant cast. You may not like that, so you may want to focus more on instant cast stuff. You may like doing Shadow Bolt over and over and over again. You know, so watch a bunch of guides, learn the main things that you need to know, like stat priority, and then as you're playing the game and you're learning your talents and you're putting your talent points in, and you look at the talent tree, you know, apply it to what you know. You know, you say, well, I found that through playing, I really enjoy this type of pet, or I really enjoy using these types of spells, and then you can use your talent points in ways that kind of accentuates that. It kind of makes that play style better for you. So that's all I'm trying to get at is, you know, guides are great, but there's no substitute for really learning the class, you know. And that's why leveling from 0 to 60 on the class is really just, you know. And I think the best way to do it is the way I like to do it, you know. Put videos up on YouTube and just ask people. That's what I do. That's why I do these videos. I don't do it because I'm trying to say, hey, look at me. I'm not a great World of Warcraft player. I mean, I've played ever since the game first came out. I played on the beta on frickin' Doomhammer, you know, in 2004. So I've been playing this game a long time. And I certainly know some classes a lot better than others, but I would never profess to be an expert in World of Warcraft. And I would never sit here and say, this is the way you have to play. I would never say that. I would never say, you need to do you have to have this skill. It's unconscionable if you don't put talent points here. You know, I would never say that. I would say, yeah, this is probably a good way to go, and this is going to give you a lot of bang for your buck, but, you know, but I'm not going to say it's the de facto, you know, way to go, de facto standard. The reason I do these videos is because I love playing the game, and because hopefully I love other people, you know, I hope that other people can watch the videos and get some enjoyment out of it, and also see how great of a game World of Warcraft Vanilla is, you know, because this is a great game. And also, again, the other thing that I do it for is because I need help too. You think you need help playing your characters? I need help. So I put these videos up, and as I'm recording the videos, I say, hey, you know, and I'll have questions about the class. And so I'll put it up to you guys and say, oh yeah, is this the right way to go? Or what do you think about this? And I know I'm doing a Guild Wars 2 leveling video series on the Guardian, and I've gotten all kinds of great help from this guy called Tindra. And I'm constantly asking questions because I could, you know, I never played Guild Wars 2 that much except for the first few months it came out. So I couldn't really remember the game, and so I'd be asking questions like, well, how do I do this? Or how do I do that? Or is this a good way to go? You know? And, you know, and I've gotten, and he's been giving me a lot of help. And so do that, you know, if you want. You can, but definitely just take the the guides with a grain of salt, you know. And the guide that I've actually watched, I think I mentioned in the last video that I watched that I like quite a bit is Metagoblin's guide. And I've watched Metagoblin. Jesus, I've watched some of his guides from years ago. Specifically, I think the Hunter guide that he's got, Hunter leveling guide, which I like a lot. Or maybe no, it might have been the Druid. It's either Druid or the Hunter. I think it was the Hunter. Even though I knew Hunters like, you know, really well. I mean, I was a big Hunter. I mean, I did a lot of vanilla content playing the Hunter in original WoW. And I still, you know, when I came back and started playing vanilla WoW in the private service the first time, I still couldn't remember a lot of stuff. So I actually went back and I watched this guide, and I thought it was pretty useful. But I'm looking at Metagoblin's guide for the Warlock, and he's got a build that's a little bit slightly off of what some of the stuff that Cargos was saying, and I liked that. I think, and you know, from my experience, like, you get these people that have played retail WoW, and they're stat crunchers. You know, they're like looking at the exact perfect build to eke out the perfect damage, and I've never played the game that way. To me, I play it the way I like to play it. You know, I play it in a way that best suits me, and I've just found that as you're leveling, you know, if you find a build that really fits your play style, it'll be more beneficial to you, especially in PvP. You know. Let's go ahead and move some of these party windows to better organize this a little bit. Just move this guy over here, this guy right here, and yeah, that's you know, definitely play the game, figure out what's best for you. Let's clear the damage meters here, and let's see if I can push some damage, right? Oh, level 10, baby, level 10. Now that we're level 10, we're gonna have to figure out. How to go. What's the best way to level? Yeah, well, where are we gonna put our talent points? Let's put our buff up, our demon skin. Buff watch over here. Let's move over this out of the way. Okay. Alright. I need to keybind that. Okay. I think there's the guy over here I need to loot. Yeah, but the rotation that Meta was talking about is basically you're going to send your pet out, and of course, eventually, once you get your Voidwalker, you'll be using your Voidwalker like pretty much nonstop. And I think I get my Voidwalker at level 10, I believe. So we'll have to go do the Voidwalker quest. Do I still? Yeah, I still need this one. Ah, that bastard got it. You bastard! But how about this one? Do I need that one? Yeah, I need that one too. Okay, we just need one more of these guys, right? I don't need this one, but what the heck? Do I need that one? No. Need more of the ghosts, the apparitions. But what Meta was talking about with the rotation was basically you're gonna send your Voidwalker. You're basically gonna hit him with Curse of Agony and Corruption, and that's it. And then you're just gonna wand. Oh shit, wand! See, I forgot I even had a wand. Isn't that hilarious? I'm such a noob. This is why Shady sucks. There we go. That's the one I need. It's because I forget these things. Oh my god. Well, I just woke up. You guys got to forgive me. I'm super tired. All right. Let's get over here. Let's get this guy. This will finish out the quest. Oh, he resisted. You're going to resist. So you just do, you do your Curse of Agony, your Corruption. And at that point, you can just wand and watch. Now I can just go to my wand. And you keep in mind, I'll have a Voidwalker, so I'm not taking any damage right now because this mob will be hitting my Voidwalker. Okay. so now we're out of here. And let's see, we need to go to, oh, we still need the spider atoms. Let's grab that. Yeah, so it's basically pretty simple, and you can see my damage there was pretty good, but a lot of that with these damage meters is, you know, they have to be in range of you, kind of in close by you to actually, for it to collect the data. What's this poor bastard. Alright, so let's head up and get some poison. But yeah, you know, I always, and it's just kind of funny because I never played a Warlock hardly ever, and I always thought, man, the Warlock would seem like a difficult class to play, but now that I'm playing it, I'm like, so far anyway, I'm like, this doesn't seem difficult. It seems pretty straightforward. It seems pretty easy. So... Hi, Amber. My girlfriend just woke up. I'll probably pause the video for a second just to maybe see if she wants to make some breakfast. Don't die on me, Garfip. Don't die on me, Garfip. You know the names are random when you get these demons, and it's always funny to see what it comes up with. Garfip. Alright, yeah, I'll see if I can find a safe spot over here and pause the video. I'll be right back, guys. Discover the Crusaders' outpost. Alright, so I'm back. I was talking to the guys in Lights Hope and White Kidney, and yeah, they're going to bring the server down a few days before Classic goes up. So if you play on Lights Hope, there's really no need to hold on to all that gear and stuff unless you think for some reason they'll bring it back up, but I don't think they will. I mean, Classic's going to be a huge, huge, huge success. I don't see it being anything other than a massive success. So I'm selling all my stuff, you know. It's all getting sold, you know. Maybe we can get this guy in a group invite. Maybe we can get this guy in a group invite. How about this guy in a group invite? How about not this guy? All these guys are in the group together. Yeah, you want to definitely get in groups when the server is this crowded. I mean, I always complain about 10,000 people being too many people for a server, but it definitely teaches you how to manage, how to handle that many people, which is to group. And Classic is going to be crowded. I mean, I'm convinced it will be hugely successful, hugely crowded. So people from like us coming from Lights Hope, we're certainly not going to be surprised or really annoyed, I don't think, because we're used to it. I mean, we play on a server that's like 10,000. I don't know what the server cap's going to be. That'd be a really interesting question to ask them. Do I need these guys? I'm killing these guys. I don't even know if I need them. It doesn't look like I do, but what I do need is the poison. So let's go over here. So yeah, we're going to be better equipped to handle the large, a lot of people in the servers and all that, because we're going to know, we're going to know like that we need to group, and we're also, we know the quest. Most of us know the quest pretty well that play on Lights Hope. I've been playing Vanilla WoW for the past 3 years at least. Actually, I'm going to alt tab real quick, guys, and I'm going to pull up my channel, and I'm going to go, and there's a channel I have on a Hunter. Let's see, Hunter. And if you search on my channel for Hunter, you'll find the first time I ever logged into, like, oh, my subscriber count is up to 666. So yeah, someone make a video and say thank you for getting me to 666. Oh, Satan willing. All right. I'm not a demon, a Satan worshiper, guys. Just I pulled that from Serena. Okay, so so if you go to my channel and you search for Hunter, you will find a video. Okay, this one's only 2 years ago. I'm surprised. I thought it was older than this. It says Vanilla Hunter gameplay. That's not the first one though. That is not the first vanilla one I did. 1 year ago. Where is it? There's one where I was in like Arathi Highlands. I didn't realize there'd be so many videos. I don't know why these are all coming up. Hunter. Vanilla Hunter pet training 10 months ago, 10 months ago, 10 months. The Vanilla Hunter gameplay is from 2 years ago, but that's from this server. Northdale launched 10 months ago. So this server's been up for 10 months. Because the video I did on Hunter leveling on Northdale when it first came up was exactly 10 months. Let's check and make sure I'm not dead. It was 10 months ago. But there's another video I did, and I don't see it here. Let's do this. Can we sort? No. It was one where I was in Arathi Highlands. And that's the one I'm looking for. Let me do a search for... I don't know if I have Arathi. Let me just search for Arathi. Arathi? Oh, here it is. Oh, and it was 2 years ago. But I guarantee you it was, let's see, what's the post date? I guarantee you it was almost 3. So June 20th, 2016. Yeah. It says 2 years ago. This was 3 years ago. I mean, it was literally like 2 years and 11 months ago. So that is the first, really and that was the first video I did for Vanilla, but I was probably on that server for, I mean, what level is that Hunter? Hunter's level 32, so, you know, obviously I've been playing that character for a little while, so I would say about 3 years, almost 3.5 years I've been playing on private vanilla servers, and I came late to the game on private vanilla servers, right? And like they've been out, like Nostalrius was already shut down by the time I started playing, you know, private vanilla WoW, and it was Nostalrius that big when it got shut down that I actually first realized that I first heard about. Not that I first heard about private vanilla servers. I already knew about private vanilla servers. I just assumed they were shit. I was like, well, they can't be as good as the original. It's the original. I just assumed they weren't that good. I mean, how could they be? They're a private server. And any private server in the past that I ever played on just wasn't very good for any game. Not just vanilla WoW. And so, but then Nostalrius, I saw Nostalrius when it shut down. It was a big deal. People were really upset about it. And then I started, watching videos, and people were saying that, wow, this is really here. But people were saying how great of a server was. It was almost like playing the original game, and I was like, So then when this server came up, when Elysium came up, what was it called? It was Elysium, and it was called something even before that, wasn't it? I can't remember. But Elysium came online or whatever, and I was like, I got to try this out, And so I got in, and I was like, yeah, this is because I played Vanilla WoW. Like, this is just like Vanilla WoW. I mean, it had been so long ago, I couldn't remember the exact, timers on things, like health regen, things like that. I wouldn't even know because you're not going to remember how good was the health regen from 14 years ago, how you wouldn't. I'm sorry, but I don't remember that kind of stuff. So I'm amazed that anybody does. How did anybody critique Nostalrius and say, well, these timers aren't like it was in the original? I'm like, well, how would you even know that? You'd have to almost have a video of it. Maybe that's what it was. People had videos from 2004, or you could go on YouTube and search for original videos of the game, in 2004, and you could look. Okay, here's a guy killing a mob in this zone, and here's his input. His health is regenerating at this rate out of combat. You'd have to do the research because you're not going to remember from 14 years ago exactly what, especially after playing all the different MMOs most of us play. So getting into, I don't even hear the music. I know it's playing, but I just can't hear it. You know me, I'm always struggling with my music. So yeah, this server's coming down a few days before Classic goes up. And I took a screenshot of that. And copy that to the clipboard. Alright, so we need, what level are we? We're 10? Alright, so I'm going to pause the video real quick. I'm going to go to my Metagoblin lock leveling build series video. And I think the first point we're going to put is really going to be improved corruption. I'm pretty sure, but I'm going to go ahead and double check. But first, let's kill this spitter. Kill the spitter. I can't believe I'm at subscriber count 666. I feel so evil today. I feel good. Come here, barrel rider, thief. Alright. Give me some poison. I'm not sure if I'm safe to really like alt tab here, guys. So I'm actually gonna. Well, I should be safe here, I think. Probably safe here. Alright, I will be right back. Okay, we're back. I looked at Metagoblin's guide, and what he's going for right off the bat, which is different than what a lot of people go for. A lot of people go right into improved corruption to get the faster cast time. What he goes into is the What he goes into is the demonic embrace, which increases the total stamina. Increases your total stamina, and the reason he's doing this is for life tap. If he gets the 5 out of 5 demonic embrace, then he's going to get we're working for an additional life tap. And that's also why he's really not going with improved drain soul, which a lot of other guys, I think the ones on Cargos' side, I think, are going for the improved drain soul, which we're not going to do that because I like his reasoning for this is that he really doesn't ever have run into a problem where he's needing more mana. The other thing too is by going with the stamina, he gets more life tap. So for example, there, let's get a mob here. All right, so I tell my pet to attack. You can see he's already going off to attack, and then I run in. I'm going to throw in. I'm going to throw in first my Curse of Agony, and then I'm going to go into Corruption, right? And then I'm just going to wand. And so you can see my mana is at 83%. And at this point, we really, look what happens when he dies. I'm at 100% mana. So now, of course, later on, the mobs are going to get more difficult. I may be casting a few more spells, but then I can always just life tap, right? So I'm waiting for my imp to get a little bit of threat before I start casting. And the other thing on Metagoblin's guy, which I really like, is he goes through kind of a wand progression, like what wands you should be getting. And I'm good because I actually got really lucky. And when I was at the auction house, there was an opaque wand, which is actually on Metagoblin's guide as one of the decent wands to get. So I've already got this one, which is great, and I got it for a pretty good price too, like 20 silver. So I'm good up until like maybe level 20-ish. Like level 20. You can go with the wand maybe 4 or 5 levels past, and at that point you really need to get a new one. I mean, I'm just judging that off all my priest leveling that I've done with wands. I think once you get about 4+ levels past the level of your wand, you should be looking at getting a new one. So I'm sorry, I know I'm talking a little bit slow, but it's because in my mind I'm thinking about things while I'm talking, and I'm always doing that. That's why I just kind of ramble back in circles a lot of times. But trust me, I'll always get back to the point that I started. So yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and do what he recommends, which I don't have a problem with. Now you can get improved health stone as well, which is great for dungeons and different things, PvP. I'd honestly, since I'm such a noob with the Warlock, I don't really know. We got the quest done, so let's head back to the Undercity and let's hit our trainer. I don't know if there's a Warlock trainer in Brill. I didn't see one when I was there, so I'm just gonna head into the Undercity. And well, how much money do I have? Oh God, how much money don't I have is what I should have said. All right, so we improved our belt. We have 3 more armor. Woohoo! Nice. Yeah, whatever. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be going probably into a demonic embrace. Then eventually you're going to probably get like your improved health stone. So that's 7 points. So at that point you're going to be what, like level 16, or level 17, 16, 17. You get 1 point at level 10, and we need 7. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we'll be level 17, and this guy's annoying me and doing a lot of damage to me. Oh, good, he ran off. And so at that point, we want to get into improved Voidwalker, because according to Metagoblin's guide, He said around level 20, your Voidwalker is going to start having problems holding threat on mobs that are level 20. So I'm stunned. Really need some food here. So we're going to be shooting for improved Voidwalker as soon as we can get it. So I think that's why he kind of goes this route, is that you need 5 points in Demonology Talents to get to here. So you could just do Demonic Embrace 5, do 3 points in improved Voidwalker. That would give you 8. And at that point, I think we're safe to skip. We probably won't really need Healthstone much until a little bit later. So we could, if we wanted to, go back into Affliction and grab Corruption. But I'll have to go back and look at his guide and see if that's kind of the way he's going to go. If he is going to get improved, on Corruption. But definitely, for sure, I think the first points we're going to go with are probably Demonic Embrace. But I want to do a little bit more. I want to watch this video a little bit more before I put that point in there. Just because I want to look down the road and see. But when I've watched the other videos, some of the Cargos' guide had 4 different talent builds. And I felt like they were number crunching min-max builds where people are like, oh, almost like raid builds. And I don't care about that. You don't care about your raid build. I don't care what my raid build is going to be because I'm leveling. You want a build that's going to help you level. You don't want a build that's going to do top end damage, but when you're leveling, you don't have a lot of defensive abilities, or you're doing it in a way that's a little bit slower. The leveling build should be about making it easy for you to level, making it easy for you to level quickly. Now I say 2 things. You hear that? Making it easy to level, making it easy to level quickly. Those are 2 different things. And one of those things goes into what Metagoblin was talking about. Like, he said a lot of people tell you to get improved Drain Soul. Well, you really don't need a lot of mana. I mean, he's proved that by leveling, and I'm going to prove it to you too. I don't think you need a lot of mana. And the other part of the Drain Soul, the improved Drain Soul, is then you're like having to do that thing at the end to get the final blow to get it to trigger. So that slows down your process because you're constantly having to tell your pet, although you can create a macro. I know you can create a macro, and I've already got a macro for it that will handle that. So we're not really worried about it too much because when we hit Drain Soul, we might have like a specific macro that'll tell my pet to come back to me and cast Drain Soul. No big deal. But still, it's an extra macro I have to create. It's an extra keybind I have to set up, just specific for that one thing of draining his soul, making sure my pet doesn't kill him, making sure I kill him just so I can get extra mana. That's not quality of life-wise. It's not the best quality of life leveling, So getting rid of that altogether and not even worrying about it is going to make your leveling slightly easier. These are just little things, but over time, all the little things add up. So when I talk about leveling, making your leveling easier, I'm also talking about kind of that quality of life, making it, you're going to be playing the game for hours and hours and hours to get these levels. You don't want to be doing stuff that is a little bit more mentally intensive. You don't want to be thinking all the time, I have to do this, and I have to do that, and I have to hit this keybind now because he's almost dead, and I have to do that, because it's just, I know, I've played a lot of time on this in World of Warcraft. It's just more mentally taxing. What happens is it'll fatigue you quicker. So if you play 8 hours, you'll be a little bit more fatigued doing it that way if you have a lot of stuff that's a little bit more mentally taxing than if you have something that's very straightforward and simple. So it'll allow you to just play longer. It may not be a huge difference. Maybe at 8 hours you'll feel like, man, I need a break, as opposed to a build that's a lot more, a little bit easier and less mentally intensive. And maybe you can play 10 hours without feeling like you need a break, or 12 hours. So for some people, these things aren't that big of a deal, and you don't really think about it. But for me, I think about those things. I think about, that's why I want my Protection Paladin. I'm not always worried about doing all the quests. I know that may be a faster way to level, but if I'm doing the quests, it's like run here, run there, read this, read that. It wears me out. I'm going to play 4 or 5 hours, I'm like, shit, I need a break. I'm sick of doing everything these guys are telling me to do. Whereas if I just AoEing, I can just get in a little area of the world and just pull mobs and AoE them down and just do it over and over for like 8 hours straight. And I'm not even tired. The only times I have to break is because I have to use the restroom or get something to eat. Because I'm playing music, I got another window up, maybe watching a movie or something, It's just a much more relaxing way to level. For me. Now, this is just speaking, for me. All right, now let's hit our Warlock Trainer, which we know is in the magic sector. So, let's swing around this way. Let's also check my inventory. I'm not going to go tailoring, so we're just going to sell all the cloth we get probably at the auction house. Where's magic? It's on the other side. So just cut across. So let's just throw this in the bank for now. Alright, we don't need this. Anything else that we need to throw in the bank? No, we're not going to do cooking because we just don't need to. Okay, no, just the cloth. And you can see there's a quest. But what I'm looking for is the class quest. We have the class quest that's, I'm hoping that, and I don't know, I mean, I haven't played Warlocks much. I'm assuming at level 10 is when we get the Voidwalker class quest. It's kind of like Hunter getting to 10 and getting their pet, their first pet. The Voidwalker is a big deal for you when you're leveling because he's just going to hold threat and he's going to let you basically go into a sleep mode, you know, throw a few dots, wand, rinse and repeat, right? We seem to have lost our music. It's because I was watching the Metagoblin. But, you know, not to knock Cargos's guides, but I don't feel necessarily like those guys were necessarily focusing on leveling speed. I mean, maybe they were. I know he would like to say that they are. I also want to look and see what we need to learn. Like we can get Drain Soul, but I'm not going to use it a whole lot. Immolate, I'm not using a lot. Curse of Weakness, we don't need. Healthstone, this is 2 silver. We're going to learn that one. So we do have the Healthstone already. So let's do our Healthstone and here. And for me, Healthstone's just going to be like, I don't know. Boom. Now to create the Healthstone, we do need a Soul Shard. So to get a Soul Shard, we are going to need Drain Soul. Is it Drain Soul? Drain Soul is the target causing damage. If the target dies while being drained, the user experience honor and the caster gains. Yeah, so we need Drain Soul so that we can get the shards, right? Right, so now we've got Drain Soul. Now we're going to put this in my normal. This is going to be funny. Okay, we're not going to do it. We're just going to mouse wheel up, right? It's going to be Drain Soul. That's a good keybind for a channeling ability like Mind Flay or whatever. Like a lot of times I used to use like F2 or F3 for Mind Flay, but in the years of playing WoW and later down the road, I've actually started using mouse wheel up for stuff like that. Okay, what else can we learn from this guy? Yeah, this is probably worth getting, but I'm gonna hold off. I'm gonna pause the video here. I'll be right back. I want to check a couple things, and just to make sure I'm doing stuff in the way that I like that I think is best for my character. I'll be right back, Satan willing. I keep saying that. Okay, and what I was really looking at was I wanted to see if demon armors, and I assumed it was worth learning, but I wanted to double check. So demon skin is good. I mean, increases your armor. Oh, and it restores 5 health per second. I didn't know that. So we're gonna grab demon skin, rank 2. I also created another macro, and I didn't put this under super macro because I know super macro has a slightly different system built in. So a lot of times these guys are putting macros on their websites or on their videos saying, "Hey, create this macro." They're assuming that you're using the traditional the macro system in the game. So I created a macro, a pet attack macro, like you know that Meta had on his YouTube channel, and here it is. We'll test this out. We also have my macro, which is pretty basic. You know, pet attack, just very super basic. The only thing his does this thing. If you have a target selected, and then attack that target. And also, I think he also had... Let me turn the music down, sorry. It's just that one part of the song. It's like 2 parts that sound like really loud and it's annoying. Script cast pet action 2. Which I'm assuming is follow. So he's basically saying, target the enemy, follow me, and then pet attack. I'm assuming that's what 2 is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We know 10 is passive. And if you look at my other macros here, and actually let's test this out. Let's put my pet on defensive. And the other macro here I have is pet follow. It's basically follow me, and then cast pet action 10. So I'm a little surprised that on this one, he has cast pet action too, which is follow. I mean, why? This seems to be doing the same thing as pet follow me, but we'll leave it alone for now. Let's try something. Let's put it on here, right? We're telling the pet to stay where he is, right? So, see the pet, you can see my pet, Garfip, is still over there. So now we're going to go up here and we're going to just use my macro that says, you know, come to me. And here he comes, right? So I have pet follow. Now let's tell him to and you can see now it's on follow. Now let's tell him to stay here. And what we're going to do is we're going to use this macro, which is going to like target. So let's just try this. So you cannot attack that target, and he didn't, and he did. Yeah, see? It's doing the same thing. So, interesting. Just interesting. There's two different ways to tell your pet to follow you. One is pet follow, and one is tell, you know, to go to action 2. Now, notice he's on passive again because I use my macro, which says put him on passive. It says follow me. It says script pet follow me, and then put him on passive. And if you look down here, he's now on passive. All right? Now let's put him back on defensive. So anyways, we got all the skills we needed. We can get out of here. So and I'm gonna be lazy now and just port to the city out here. What is it called? We're gonna go to Brill. It's funny because in Lord of the Rings you have the village of Breck. In World of Warcraft you have the village of Brill, and I'm creating my own video game in my first village, and that is called the village. Oh no, it's Village of Bree. Sorry, the Village of Bree is Lord of the Rings, and here it's the Village of Brill. In my game, it's the Village of Breck. The funny part is, I didn't pick my name trying to mimic this or Lord of the Rings. I just was sitting down and I was like, what would be a good village name? And I said Breck, and of course, I'm sure I was, you know, influenced by these other names without thinking about it. It's like when you're writing a song, you know, and because I play guitar, it's like when I'm writing a song. A lot of times I play that song for someone else. Oh, it sounds like Smashing Pumpkins. Well, it's probably because I like the Smashing Pumpkins, but I didn't write it to make it sound like the Smashing Pumpkins. It just turned out that way because I have been influenced by the stuff I listen to. Just like my name for my game was influenced by the games I already play. You know, if you don't have more, just another tangent there, guys. You can tell I'm a little bit more spazzy today because it's not nighttime. Like a lot of the videos I make during the week, I get off work and I'm tired, and you can tell them, and you just hear it in my voice. But now it's Saturday, and I've had a chance to get a good night's sleep. So, anyways, so we got to double check our skills, right? We got Demon Skin 2, and it didn't upgrade. So let's go to wherever that is here, and let's drag that over. Right, and now we have Demon Screen Rank 2. We also need to practice our new ability here, which is the Drain Soul. And the attack macro he's got is pretty good. I like it better than mine in that what his does is it targets the nearest foe if I don't have one targeted. So let's turn in this quest, and then I'll show you guys exactly what that's all about. Okay, we got the Apprentice Sash. I'm sure it's a piece of junk. Well, it does look cool though, right? Like, what? It's in my inventory, it looks like a nice blue sash, and yet here, it's not even blue. It will talk about bait and switch. All right. Now I need to go into the inn, probably into the basement, and poison this guy. Oh yeah, we're definitely going to put our talent points. So what we're going to do is we're going to go 5 of 5 on Demonic Embrace, right? Then we're going to go 3 of 3 on Improved Voidwalker. Oh shit. I didn't see the quest to get my Voidwalker. Let me pause the video real quick. I want to figure out. I thought for sure I got that at level. I was guessing I would get it at level 10, but I didn't see a quest for it. So let me check on that. Okay, we're back. I was trying to figure out where I get the Voidwalker quest. Interestingly enough, it looks like it's almost like it was back in Death now. I'm gonna have to pause the video again. I found a video where it shows him doing it, but I can't figure out where he is because in the video it doesn't like show a map. It just shows him in a building that looks like Death Knell. Looks like one of the crypts, you know, where you go into a crypt and it kind of winds down to the bottom of the crypt. And I know there's one like that in Death Knell. So, but before I run all the way to Death Knell, let's make sure. So, I will be right back, and I will confirm. It's so funny. There's like multiple people, multiple online resources for this quest all over the place. I mean, I got some people saying go to freaking Iron Force, and I swear I'm looking for Classic, but I'm assuming that it is. Trying to get to the Undercity here. Come on, Undercity. Let me go to the Undercity. Undercity. Fine. Undercity. Urgh. I'm getting pissed off. One thing you'll learn about me is I do not like wasting time, and I don't like dicking around. But anyways, I think this guy here. Nope, that's not it. That's not it either. Shit. I'm such a noob. I will find this, I swear, and I will be right back. Okay, well, guess what? Guess what? The Voidwalker quest start is right where I am. It's literally, I was standing almost, it's actually upstairs. I finally found a video that accurately tells me where the quest starts at. Jesus. So, and also it's interesting too, because that this also, is this, oh, this guy is not a Warlock. So there's a Warlock trainer here as well, so that's good to know, because I kept running to Undercity. So here, this guy is going to tell me to go to the Undercity, right? And now we're going to start doing our Voidwalker quest. And usually they're going to be summons. Whenever you have a class quest, it's always like some sort of quest summons, you know. So let's go here. Now let's look at our quest log. And here we got the Undercity, the Lich's identity. This one. Speak with someone, and this is the one that we want. Although we're close enough to here, let's go ahead and grab the Lich's spellbook, because I think that turns in at the Undercity as well. Is he attacking? Yeah, good. I just wanted to see. I want to try. Let's play around with that macro too while we're here. All right. And what I meant by that was let's see. The macro will tell my pet to target nearest person. So this is where you can do the kind of drive-by thing, or it's also a good thing to do on a Voidwalker when you're running through a zone and you don't want to, you're just trying to run through the zone and you don't want to get attacked. This macro will also help with that as well, because if people are chasing me, they're going to be pretty close to me, and then I can just cast this macro and it should have my pet target the nearest enemy. So that's actually another beneficial kind of side. That may be why he set it up that way. But that's another added benefit, as opposed to if I didn't set up my macro that way and I had it the way I had it, I'd have to actually click the target who's trying to hit me and tell my pet to attack him, which is, you know, just, again, it's a quality of life change, you know, making it easier. So now I'll test it right now to show you. We're just going to do a drive-by, just kind of get close to this guy. Just enough so I get aggro. And then I'm just going to mouse wheel up, and you can see my pet targets him and starts casting. So I didn't have to select him to tell my pet to attack him. The macro will target nearest enemy. Again, you can see I didn't have to target him. I basically just used my macro. My pet's probably going to bite it here. No, maybe not. Looks like I got threat. Good. Okay. Let's put up our armor. And there should be a spellbook around here. It's going to be over here, it looks like. That's another thing I should probably tell you guys. Most people know this, but if you're casting something and the mob moves to your right or left, and I'll show you what I mean. Like if I tell my pet to attack this guy here, right? So I tell my pet to attack him. Now I start casting a spell. Well, that he already moved, sorry. Not a good example. Most people already know this, but I just want to kind of cover it. Like if I tell my pet to attack this guy, I'm here, and I start casting a spell. Now he's moving to the left, You can actually just right-click the screen and rotate like this, and it won't break your spell cast. So for like a channeling spell, you know. Oh, that's not mouse wheel up. What the hell? Why is that not working? Fuck me. I'm not sure what that... uh, that was some weird shit right there. Let's try this again. This is an artifact of Super Macro. Sometimes it does some weird shit. That must not be mouse wheel up. Yeah, I don't know where my mouse wheel up went, but we're going to have to fix that. That should be mouse wheel up, though. A little soul drain here. All right. And we're going to have to, you know, create the macro so that when I soul drain, my pet, like, runs away, doesn't attack, so. Well, no, I don't know if the soul drain, let's take a look. Drains the soul if the target dies while being drained. The caster gains the soul. So it doesn't matter who kills it. As long as I'm draining it when he dies, I get the soul shard. So we're good with that. But we do need to fix our macros. So let's go to my bindings. Let's go to key bindings. And we want wherever, let's see, where's 1 through? No, where's just my standard key bindings? No, just regular key bindings. I don't know, for some reason I got salty all of a sudden. I think it's because I didn't know where that quest was. Here we go. Mouse wheel down. It's mouse wheel down for some reason. No, mouse wheel up. There we go. So we're just going to wand, and when he gets close to death, we'll just mouse wheel up. Like right now. Actually, you know what I need to do is stop. Let's try something here. Let's do a macro. And what we're going to do is we're going to create a new macro. And we're going to say drain soul, stop attack, drain. And let's see. Find the Warlock's images here. Use and cast are interchangeable. You say /use /cast. Stop attack, I think, is the right command. We're going to find it. Let's say if I start casting. Oops. No, it says another action is progress. Well, I'm going to Google that one. Once again, I'll pause the video. Actually, this is not a safe spot, so we'll worry about that a little bit later. Let's get the book. Let us get the book. Where is the book? There's the book. Okay, now we're going to head back to the Undercity. Now while I'm auto-running, I'm going to look for vanilla WoW. Vanilla WoW, stop, cast, drain, macro. I'm sure there's a macro for this. Stop casting drain soul. I just hope this is a vanilla WoW macro. Stop cast, no channeling, cast drain soul. This is from 2015, so we'll see if this works. All right, and what we're going to do is we're going to go back to our macro, modify this. And what this guy had was, you know, that does not. I'm not sure if this is going to work, but we'll find out. Attack. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start casting this. See, it doesn't stop. How about if I do this? I don't know. Doesn't really get the desired effect I'm looking for. Let's see. There's lots of different ones. You know, there's like spammable stuff. That's the add-on for cast modifier. No. Interesting, this guy's got an add-on for this. And it's called cast modifier. He's doing like a mind play. Yeah, I'm not worried about that. Okay, well, we'll just, damn, what is, let me just do a stop. Vanilla WoW stop cast macro. Stop casting macro, Nostalrius. I'll go ahead and pause the video, guys. You probably don't want to see me screwing around trying to find this. Okay, we've got another, ooh, I like the rain. Yes. Okay, we've got another one to try, and we're going to put our music back on as well. So another one to try is we're going to go to super macro, and we're going to create a new macro, and we're going to call it stop cast drain. This is /script stop casting. I don't know if this is going to work any better than the other one, but we're certainly going to try it. And save. And we'll just put this one here, and we'll put this one like over here. Now, I don't know if this is going to work either. There's a fisherman. These are the little things you need to work out for your class, though. You need to get your macros right, because having the correct macros is just huge. So we're going to start casting this. It looks like it worked, but there was a problem with the spammable portion of my drain. Oh, the reason there's a problem with the spammable portion is because what's happening is if I mouse wheel up more than once, it's going to run the macro again, of course, and so it's hitting the stop cast. So that causes a problem. That means we would want to have this on a single button click. So we could do something like, I don't know, like maybe Shift F. Let's try this out. So this macro may work, but it won't be on my scroll wheel, which just kind of sucks because I kind of like using scroll wheel for that kind of stuff. But let's say I go up to this bat. I start casting corruption, right? Corruption. And then I just use Shift F. See, it didn't work. Am I out of range? Let me see if I was out of range. Why is it not showing me if I'm out of range? Man, definitely wasn't out of range. So that, Shift F. See, that time it worked. I wonder why it didn't work the first time. Now, if you hold down the button, right, that seems to make a difference. Like before, I think I just tapped Shift F and I didn't hold down. I didn't keep Shift held down. So let's try doing Shift F, but then releasing the F key up and then holding down on the Shift key. So we're going to do this and then Shift F. Oh, I got to hold them both down. Okay, so this, Shift F. No, that didn't work either. Strange. What do soul shards look like? Oh, damn. We need a bag just to hold all these damn things. I'm such a warlock newbie. All right, so let's try this again. We got to figure out a good way to make this work. We're casting, right? We're casting and just Shift F. If I do it too quick, it like doesn't work. Casting. It's like you can't like Shift F too fast. Strange. Now if I put it back on scroll wheel, right, mouse wheel up. Let's try it here. I gotta be careful. Let's see, I do cast. No. Well, I'm not really liking any. I don't want. I'm not liking it. Ooh, what level is he? Resist, of course. No, get your butt back here. My pet's after they're attacking the guy. I know. I noticed because I didn't have my blood pack. All right, so yeah, I'm not liking this at all. I need more people to attack. Give me more mobs to attack. We could just go with a stop cast macro, that just says stop casting. But then I would have to hit 2 keys, stop cast. Then, this macro does it all in one. The problem, I need a stop casting macro that will say stop casting. If it's not drain soul, stop casting. But if I am draining soul, don't stop casting. I don't know if we're going to have one that's that specific. Let me try stop cast drain macro. Spam Warlock macros, useful Warlock macros. Let's see if we can find one. Pet attack, we've got unit health and cast spell by name drain soul. Run if unit health target. No, we don't care about that. Run, cast spell, life tap. No. Here's one that says, this one's interesting. If my health is less than 30, cast life tap rank 2, else cast life tap. So he's using lower ranked life tap and he doesn't have as much health. That's kind of interesting here. Target, devour magic. This is a devour magic fell hunter on yourself. That's a pretty interesting macro. Just cast spell my name, devour magic. No, pet follow, pet stay. These are all fine. None of these really have the drain soul one. And here we go. Now I found another. Well, this is an interesting website. 7th gen info. Pet. This has got a whole bunch of stuff. Sacrifice, pet attack, devour magic. Demons on one button, hellstones on one button. Change fear. Here, stop attacking, drain soul. This is what I want. That's interesting. This guy, this is useful if you wish to quickly stop attacking or casting to get in a drain soul before mob dies. Right-clicking will stop auto attack. This guy's putting it on his right-click and left-click button. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, so this is not a useful macro because why would I have stop attack on my right mouse button? So that is not a recall pet when using drain soul. Yeah, I think we're just gonna have to come up with my own way of doing it. And if you put into a macro, there's a delay, so there's a global cooldown, and that's why that other one is not working. So what we're going to do is we're going to modify one of these macros, super macro. This one, and we're going to change name icon. We're just going to say stop attack. Stop, and we don't even, let's just delete this one. Delete, right? I don't like to have any macro that I'm not using. What is it? Thorns. Pet attack, delete. And pet follow, that one's okay. So where's my pet attack? This is pet follow. Okay, get rid of this one. And we're just going to do a regular macro. And this is going to be stop attack. Stop attack. We need a better icon for stop attack. Feel free to fast forward through this part, guys, if I'm boring you to death, but I'm trying to figure his stuff out. You know, I'll pause the video while I'm mucking around with this. You guys probably don't want to watch this. Alright, so here's what I came up with, guys. And I think this is going to work out pretty well. So, mouse wheel up is still drain soul, so I'm going to send my pen into attack, right? But mouse wheel down is going to be stop cast. Let's say I'm casting. I don't know if this is going to work for my wand, though. It does work, sort of. So I'm wanding. Mouse wheel down tells it to stop, and I mouse wheel up. So that works pretty well. And I think I'm going to stick with that for right now. So how I'm doing it is if I'm casting, or now the other thing I want to do is, I don't know if my pet's going to, the only thing, last thing to look at is I don't want my pet to stop attacking while I'm draining. So let's, because I think it doesn't matter if the target dies while being drained. So it doesn't matter if my pet's hitting them. Alright, so I'm going to send my pet in, right? Now what I'm going to do is cast, but then mouse wheel down to stop casting. But my pet is still attacking, so that's good, right? So I think we're good. I think that works out pretty well. And the macro that I've created for that is this one here, just stop attack / script spell stop casting. Now I don't really know if I necessarily need to put stop attack in, but I didn't want any auto attacks in there just in case I was standing near the mob or something. But it shouldn't really matter. But just, you know, put it in there anyway. It's not going to hurt anything. And then the other one, obviously I deleted some of these other ones. I'm still using this one with pit pat follow cast. You know, I'm switching him to passive. And then the other one is my attack macro, which is this one here. And I'm kind of jumping back and forth between super macros and the regular macro system. And that's this one here, which is just, you know, this one works out really nice. You know, target nearest enemy if I don't have anyone targeted. If I do have someone targeted, go ahead and attack them. All right, cool. Let's get to the Undercity. So I think we've resolved a lot of those issues. One issue I didn't resolve is for some reason when I was changing my key bindings, it wasn't checked to character-specific key bindings, which sucks because now all my other characters that I play on the server are having their key bindings re-changed. But that shouldn't be an issue too much. I'll have to look at my priest and see if I screwed up some of hers. The only characters I'm playing right now on this server are my priest, my druid, and this one. Although, spoiler alert, I am thinking about starting a level 1 hunter, just to show you guys how to level a hunter in vanilla. Now, we only have 3 months, though, so none of these guys are going to make it to 60, I don't think, because I'm just not going to be playing day in, day out. But I think we'll get them up enough to where you guys have an idea of, you know, what it's like to level this class in vanilla. All right? All right, cool. So far, I'm digging the lock. I think there is, as you get, you know, higher up, as I'm looking at the macros, I think one of the reasons I didn't ever play Warlocks a lot, like I said before, is they are fairly complex with the but just with the macros. As I go higher and higher in level, I'm going to start using more and more macros, and it's going to get to where there's quite a few macros. But I think it's, you know, it's okay. And I couldn't find a good icon for stop casting, so I found this icon for the beer. I figured, stop casting. Let's go have a beer. It's time to take a break. Beer break. Casting, no, beer break. My girlfriend's at the gym. She's going to get so mad at me because I didn't hang out with her this much this weekend, so I'm going to catch their girlfriend wrath for sure. So I'll probably see if she wants to do something tonight. Maybe get a dinner or something. I also need to fit in some work at some point today, so I've got to do a little bit of work. I'll say we're heading to this guy. We got 2 quests to turn in. That's why I ran over there to grab that book. And we're up to 6 gold. Oh, we're rich. Do need to hit a vendor and just clear out some of my inventory. Danks Bud Collective is looking for experience. I mean, it's funny. This server's so busy, right? So let's check it out. This server has 11,300 people. This is the busiest I've seen the server in a long time. I mean, seriously. And I wonder if it's because people realize this server's coming down and maybe they want to finish out some stuff. I don't know. I don't know. I thought the server population would go down. But actually, I guess there's a lot of people that want to get in here and maybe figure stuff out before Classic launches. So they're maybe playing different characters like I am and figuring out their macros. I don't know. Because the macro system, and remember, the macro system in Classic WoW is not going to be the same as this macro system. It's a different client altogether. So Recover the grimoire, bring it to me. Okay, now the grimoire, if I remember correctly, well, we'll find out, but... Creature of the Void. Well, where's the other quest? It's over here, I guess. Return. Oops, I clicked it too fast. It said return. Okay, there's that one. Oh, I didn't catch that second part because I clicked too fast and didn't read. And what was it? Well, it should say down below. Quest accepted. What's the other one? Experience. Ah, damn it. Oh, my scroll up isn't working. It's one of my add-ons. Creature from the Void. All right, whatever. Let's get out of here. I'm going to have to start going to the gym when my girlfriend goes. I need to get some exercise in. I'm just running in circles. I need to get... One thing with the Undercity is if you're not paying attention, it's pretty easy to get turned around in the Undercity. It's really simple. These little openings here are how you get to the center of the Undercity. But man, if you haven't played Horde that much like I haven't lately, if I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing, I kind of get lost. Like, where am I? What am I doing? Shit, I do that when I'm in any city, to be honest. Oh, do we have any more cloth? Yeah. Throw some cloth in the bank. Anything else here we need to throw in the bank? I wonder if we can throw soul shards in the bank. Might as well. It's not going to hurt to have a few extra soul shards in the bank. Yeah, let's see if we can... Is there a vendor around here? Here's the mailbox, and there should be a vendor over here. We need to sell some of this junk. We're not going to do cooking, so I'm not going to save the spider legs, although I could have saved them for maybe a quest, but... Oh shit, no, I need the meaty bat wings. Don't sell... Wait. Meaty bat wings? I don't know if I turned that quest in or not. I think... But let's hold on to those. And string the wolf meat. Meaty bat wings. And I guess we can put this cloak on because it's probably better than the cloak I have. Whopping 5 armor. And flag spell, get rid of. What is this? Gloomweed. Alright, so we're good. I can't believe how busy this server is. Like 11,000 people. Shit. This is how you die in here. This guy's going, don't die, don't kill me. You see bones. There's always people that get killed here. Not quite sure how they do it. I guess they get caught with the thing landing on their head. I don't know. Never died there, so I don't know. Been recording for 1 hour and 20 minutes. Looks pretty cloudy today. Oh, I take it back. I'm looking outside the window. It's actually beautiful outside. We're going to have to... It's so nice out. I know the girlfriend's going to be on me to do something. So after this video, I'll probably see what she's doing. Maybe we'll run out to a park or something. Appease the girlfriend, and then I do need to work. I'm not sure. But back to this. Forget the work. We need to get the book. Okay, I think it's over here, but let's take a look. Right here. We need the grimoire. What is this? Oh, I have to go all the way over there to the Scarlet Crusade. That one. I still need that damn Gloomweed. So we're going to finish out all these quests, and then we're probably going to move into Silverpine Forest, I would imagine. Oh! Someone said something in one of my YouTube videos. Take a look. Oh, I was saying, Warlocks, yeah. If Warlock had aspect of the cheetah, you'd be the fastest levelers in the game. That is no doubt. Excuse me. Looks like his hair's on fire the way he's running around. And there should be a chest in here. Okay. Let's go back to our quest log. Recover this and bring it back to the Temple, Helgar, and the Temple of the Damned. Okay, where's the Temple of the Damned? Okay, looks like he's still in the Undercity. Actually, there's an entrance to the Undercity up here, guys. Let's do it. Let's do it. Might be one of the reasons why they put it there. Actually, I probably could have came out this way to go do the quest, but I can't remember where this... Yeah, it takes us into the war quarter. Yeah, probably would have been better just to go this way to do the quest. Live and learn, right? Live and learn. If that goes all the way through, but how do I guess I have to get in here. I don't think I can get in here. I can't get up there. Oh well. Okay, now we're going the wrong direction. Definitely want to cut across the middle. There's probably faster ways to level. I don't know the Horde fast leveling path. I'm just following the quest pubs, basically, is all I'm doing. Which I'm sure is probably not the fastest way to level. There's a lot of Warlocks. Using the ruin summoning stone? What is this? Call forth a Voidwalker. Okay. Summon Voidwalker. Hopefully it'll despawn my other one. Am I supposed to kill him or something? I need to subdue him. This ought to be easy enough. He's pretty tanky. Now we have our Voidwalker. So we're going to swap this with this. Summon the Voidwalker. Now we're going to be tanky. Voidwalker. Everybody was Voidwalker tanking. Everybody was Voidwalker tanking. Alright, so we got our Voidwalker. And there's a lot of quests around here, though. Return got their spellbook to them. No, I ain't doing no damn checking him out. Alright. We got 7 minutes on our hearth. I suppose the worst part of Undercity is it takes so long to get in and out of the damn place. Well, of course there is a flight path. Shit. I'm such a noob. I've been so engrossed in my Warlock, I've forgotten about just using the Flight Masters. I mean, I don't know if there's a Flight Master in Brill, though. I really don't. I don't remember there being one there. This is like me, like, not knowing the Horde. Like, seriously, I do not know the Horde very well. I mean, I certainly have played the Horde, but it's been so long. It'll be nice to get back on when I create the Hunter to get back onto the Alliance. I'm not going to lie. Just because I know, how to get around really well. So. But let's go ahead and hit the, well, first let's check our inventory again. No, nothing. Let's hit the Flightmaster. It should be over here somewhere. General goods vendor. Is there anything I need? No, not really. No, just that. Oh, I'm up to 11 silver. I'm almost like freaking in. Light armor, heavy armor. Flightmaster should be up here somewhere, right? What's the innkeeper? Cooking. Bat handler, that's what we're looking for. The bat handler. See, on Horde, it's the bat handler. On Alliance, it's the Flight Master. So there's a bat handler here. Somewhere. These fuckers are standing on him, right? Oh, here he is. I need a ride. You don't know any flight locations connected to this one. That's pretty much what I figured he was going to say. The funny part is I don't even know where the Flight Master is. I know there's one in Silver Pine. Like, there's one at the Sepulchre for sure. Wow, look at all. Everything's leading me to the Sepulchre, it looks like. But we're still not done doing all the quests here yet. I suck, man. I suck on Warlocks. My name is appropriate. Shady sucks. Look at all these Warlocks. Crap. There's a lot of Warlocks. Dank buds. Good God. Oh, the intellect is a thank you. Can always use more intellect. Oh, my pet's name is Healthic. Because he has a lot of health, I guess. Alright, we went from... My other guy, what was his name? Garful or something? I can't remember. And Healthic. Come on, Healthic. You got a lot of health, don't you, Healthic? You bastard. You dirty bastard. Man, I feel like I'm just doing a lot of running. Run here, run there. All right, I think I'm going to call it quits on this video. Actually, this is what I'm talking about with quests can be taxing. You know, run here, run there, do this, do that. After a while, you're like, Jesus Christ, I need a break. But actually, I need to use the restroom and get something to eat. I haven't eaten anything since I've been up. It is now 10:24 a.m. and I've been up since about 8 o'clock, about 2.5 hours. What video game is there? I mean, what MMO is there right now that's out there where you can get into the server and it's this crowded, where there's this many people? I mean, I can't think of a single MMO. I cannot think of a single MMO where if I went to that MMO, I just know that there'd always be people. I'll never have a problem getting a group. I mean, that's what this server's like. I mean, it's overcrowded, but at least you know there's people to group with. Now, Classic WoW's going to be the same way. Classic WoW's going to be so packed. There's going to be so many people. All these people on this server goes down. They're shutting this server down days before Classic. So you've got probably 20,000 people just that play on this server alone. And then you've got all the people that don't play on, you know, to finish what I was talking about with streamers, like content creators. There's people out there that won't, they're big streamers, they're big content creators, they have a lot of followers, and they can't put these vanilla, I put vanilla videos up from these private servers on my channel. But that's because I have a very, very small channel. Most people don't know me. People have 20, 30, 40,000, you know, 450,000 subscribers. They can't put this content on their channels. So there's a lot of people that are playing that probably aren't even playing on this server because why bother? They can't put the video content on their channel. So they were just waiting for Classic, or maybe they're playing other games. I don't know. So you've got all those people that didn't play private servers because they really couldn't put it up on their channels are going to be playing Classic WoW. So that you got all those people. Then you've got all the people who play retail WoW. Who are, this is something that you guys have to understand. I'm sure most of you already understand, but the next big thing draws people. You know, if you know there's a server, I don't care what MMO it is. If any MMO comes out, even if people are looking at it, this really doesn't look that great. But if everybody's going to jump there, because the MMO community is a pretty close-knit community, people who play MMOs, there's a niche for that, right? And all the people that play, I mean, I see the same people in games. You know, new MMO comes up, I go play. I run into the same people, right, that I played in the last MMO, that I played in the MMO before that. So it's a niche community. The thing is, when a new server comes up and attracts a lot of those same people, everybody wants to go there because they know their friends are going there. They know that a lot of people they know, guilds, whatever, are going to that new server. So it's like opening up the floodgates. So when Classic WoW comes out, in the world of MMOs, it's going to be the biggest server launch this year. Hands down. Easy. Not even close. When Classic WoW is released, it'll be the biggest MMO release of the year. And everybody, even people who've never played it, even people from other MMOs are going to want to jump in because they know it's going to be a vibrant community. They know it's going to be a community that's going to have to work together because leveling is kind of slow. And it's going to draw so many people that even said, and you know it, there's going to be thousands of them who sit there and said, I don't want to play vanilla WoW. I don't know what these fucking Star Wars people are talking about. They're a bunch of losers. All the people that flame private servers, all the people that flame the Star Wars in the Blizzard forums, all the people that flame vanilla WoW saying it's a piece of shit, I hate it, I retail WoW so much better, all those people are going to be jumping in, they're going to be playing Classic WoW. And you know what? They're going to fucking love it, and they're going to say, wow, this is better than retail WoW. I mean, every single person who came into a vanilla WoW private server and jumped into one of the guilds that I've run who's never played vanilla WoW before, every single one, to a man and a girl and a woman, whatever, transvestite, whatever you want to call them, the non-sex people nowadays, all of them have said this is way better than any retail WoW. They've all had fun. They've all loved it, you know, so it's going to be huge. I'm just telling you guys, it's going to be big. And there's going to be, you know, I don't think Blizzard truly understands how big it'll be. And I don't think they truly understand how many people out there have been waiting for this for years and years and years. I'm one of them, you know. I'm not Alex Sensual. That guy's a little bit, you know, he's a couple sandwiches short of a picnic. I can tell you that right now. But I you know, I'm not like crazy WoW, but I'm pretty crazy. I love it. I think it's a great game. I think it's the best MMO there's ever been. And I've played a lot of MMOs, but it's just going to be big. It's going to be big. It's going to be really exciting, and people have been waiting for this. People have been waiting for years to see if Blizzard would do this. Now that they're doing it, I was surprised how much interest there was in YouTube already, and it's just building. It's going to build. They're going to do 3 stress tests. They're going to do another beta, I think. They're going to do 3 stress tests, and I think they're going to do like an open beta for everybody to get in there. I think. I'm not 100% sure on that. But I mean, obviously, the classic client already is good enough. People have been in there. I mean, they haven't really run into any bugs. I haven't heard a lot of bug reports. There's been, little things here and there, but nothing major. I mean, how many MMOs release, Bless Online, how many MMOs come out that have major issues with them on their release? Well, Classic WoW could come out tomorrow and it would be playable and people would have no problem with the way it runs, So we're going to have some betas, probably like an open beta. And then I know they're going to be doing an August 13 name reservation character creation thing where you can log in on that day and create up to 3 characters. So as long as you have an active WoW subscription, which I do right now, up until the end of this month, and then I'll have to reactivate it probably. I'll probably just reactivate it in August, the beginning of August. And because I only reactivated it recently because I wanted to look at the macro system and see how it differs. Because the macros are going to be different. So, it's just going to be, I think it's going to be fun. I'm actually planning on taking off the entire week of work that week. So that week when WoW Classic is released, I will take off the entire week of work. That way my girlfriend can't really yell at me for playing WoW on, during the night when I'm supposed to be getting to work the next day. Because she'll be like, what? So I will be taking that whole week off and playing Classic WoW, and we're gonna see. I mean, I think it's gonna be, the floodgates are gonna open, and it's just gonna be a massive amount of not just people who have been playing on the private servers, but people who wanted to play on them but haven't because they're content creators, and the naysayers. All the naysayers who are like, Classic WoW sucks, retail WoW's great. Those fucking people are gonna be playing Classic WoW, and then of course people from other MMOs who are gonna be drawn because of the massive news, the massive steamroll effect, train jumping effect, get on the bandwagon, and then it's good timing because Pantheon Rise of the Fallen isn't going to be coming out until, the alpha. I'm guessing the alpha, and I think partially, honestly, I'm kind of, they're probably not really thinking this way, but I do think that if I was the makers of Pantheon, I would have wanted to release the alpha at least 3 months after people were really getting into Classic WoW, because if they would have tried to done like an alpha, let's say like August 20th or something, they'll get a few people in it, but as soon as Classic WoW lands, everybody's going to jump and play Classic WoW. So, it's best to wait for the Classic WoW to die down at least a little, and it's not going to die down a lot, but the first 3 months, any MMO dies. I don't care how good it is after the first 3 months. The only MMO that didn't really do that was World of Warcraft. It really didn't. It just kept going up. I'm actually going to go back and look at the subscriber over time, and I'll put up a video of that. But it's pretty interesting. So we'll see. I think Pantheon will try to get their alpha launch maybe like December of this year. That would be my guess. Like December. I could be wrong. They could be doing it much sooner than that. But if I was them, if I had planned on releasing it in August, and then I found out that Classic WoW was launching in August, I probably would hold off on the alpha. Maybe not 3 months, because you don't want to hold off too long because you'll actually piss off your community. But if you maybe did maybe not some alphas, but because they're in pre-alpha right now, they could actually do kind of like, I don't know, like some stress tests or just something to get people in there. But do the alpha on like a month after, maybe, maybe do it, mid-November. I think, I'm kind of renege on what I just said. Renege, whatever. I think, there's so many people. I think the people that are interested in Pantheon have more interest in Pantheon than they do in Classic. And I'm one of those people, just simply because I've played vanilla World of Warcraft. I've played Classic WoW so much, and I love it. But you can't beat the fact that if another game comes out that's completely new to you, that you're gonna want to play it. So I think in the beginning, if Pantheon came out, a month or 2 months, the alpha came out just right after Classic, I would just play both. Honestly, I would just play both. That's it, guys. I know I've been rambling. I'm gonna jump off, get something to eat, And I don't know if I'll be back on today or not. It just depends. I got to talk to the girlfriend and see what her plans are. But I guess, hope you guys are gaming and having a great Sunday. I'll check you later. Peace.